As treating therapists, we should always be aware of preventing falls. Now, some people may ask themselves, I'm treating a distal radial fracture or a rotator cuff post-surgery. Why do I need to be concerned about my patient and falls? Well, it's critical that you think about falls and include that in your initial assessment and your ongoing plan of care. Why? Because let's take, for example, somebody had a distal radial fracture, shoulder surgery, humeral fracture. Their proprioception is going to be off. Their arm, they may be guarding their arm, therefore their swing of their walk is not going to be proper. And their entire balance could be off, and therefore we need to address this to ensure that they do not end up with a fall and that we are only treating the distal radial fracture. Now let's also look at how can we address that. We can do that very simply. Obviously, I would suggest a checkoff list, and I would suggest that you have one that you give your patient. Here is a checkoff list that is on cdc.org or Centers for Disease Control. This checkoff list is extremely nice because it goes over everything from looking at the floor to the bedroom to the bathroom to the kitchen, and how to prevent a fall, such as looking at lighting, throw rugs, and exercising, because we all know exercising and being conditioned is extremely important. I also, one of my pet peeves is that we provide, as treating therapists, written home programs, and therefore having a brochure in your clinic, whether it be something you printed off from the CDC or something your clinic printed and presented to the patient, is acceptable. Asking the patient to just go to the cdc.org and print it out is unacceptable in my opinion, because they most likely will not do it. So in order to prevent falls, let's start to assess that and to consider that with anything from a rotator cuff to a mallet finger. For extensive information on all of our courses, please visit handtherapy.com.